Ever heard that baboons use their red bottoms as a heating pad during chilly nights? Now, that's a tale that's been bouncing around the primate grapevine for quite some time. It's a tale as old as time, one that's been told and retold, a myth that paints a picture of these remarkable creatures as resourceful, ingenious even, using their own derrieres to keep warm on those nippy African nights. The idea is that these big-bottomed baboons, with their distinctive bright red posteriors, have evolved this feature as a built-in hot water bottle of sorts. It's a story that's widely believed not because of scientific evidence but because, well, it's just too amusing to ignore. But before you start envying a baboon's built-in bum warmer, let's add a pinch of reality to this myth stew. Imagine, for a moment, trying to sleep on your own rear end. Sounds like a backache waiting to happen, doesn't it? Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but baboons are not in the business of heating their buns. You might have heard the rumor that baboons use their red bottoms as some sort of personal heating pad. This, my friends, is a classic case of monkey business. The truth is far more fascinating. The red bottom of a baboon, or as scientists like to call it, ischial callosities, is actually a sign of fertility. Yes, you heard it right. When a female baboon is ready to mate, her bottom turns bright red. This is nature's way of saying, hey, look over here. And for male baboons, it's like a red light at the drive-thru saying open for business. It's a wild world out there, folks. But let's not get our facts twisted. Baboons are not sitting around warming their buns. They're simply signaling their readiness to continue the circle of life. So no, they're not sitting on hot buns, they're just flaunting their assets. Here's another one. Do you think baboons are just monkeys with fancy hairdos? It's a common misconception, and one that's easy to understand. After all, baboons have that distinctive mane, those expressive faces, and yes, a certain panache that could make any monkey green with envy. It's like they've got their own stylist in the heart of the African savanna, right? And their social behaviors, their lively troops, their animated interactions, it's all so monkey-like. It's no wonder this myth has caught on. Plus, let's be honest, it's a fun image to entertain, isn't it? A baboon sitting at a vanity, combing out its mane, prepping for its day in the wild. But like many myths, this one doesn't hold up under scrutiny. Baboons, my friends, are not just monkeys with a flair for the dramatic. But hold your horses, or should we say, hold your monkeys. Well, guess what? Baboons are not monkeys, they're a cut above the rest. You heard it right, folks. It's high time we debunked the myth from scene 3. You see, baboons are not your run-of-the-mill monkeys. They're a special breed of primates known as Old World monkeys. Now don't let the term monkey in the name fool you. These fellas are more closely related to us humans than they are to the cheeky monkeys you're probably picturing. I know it's a bit of a head-scratcher, isn't it? The world of nature is full of such delightful surprises. So, the next time you stumble upon a documentary or a wildlife show featuring baboons, remember, you're not just watching monkeys swinging around. You're witnessing the antics of a creature that is, in many ways, a distant cousin of ours. So next time you see a baboon, remember they're more like distant cousins, not monkey business. So, what did we learn from our baboon mythbuster today? Quite a bit, actually. Let's have a quick recap, shall we? We started off with the hotly debated baboon business, where we put an end to the myth that baboons are just a bunch of banana-thieving rascals. In reality, these fascinating creatures have complex social structures that would make even the most seasoned corporate executives scratch their head. Then we moved on to hot buns debunked. No, a baboon's red bottom isn't a built-in heating pad. It's a status symbol, a bit like driving a fancy car in the baboon world. In Baboon Balderdash, we proved that our hairy friends aren't just mindless brutes. They're clever problem solvers and adept tool users. And in Not Just Monkeys, we learned that baboons are a unique species in their own right, with traits and behaviors that set them apart from other primates. Remember, a baboon's red bottom isn't a heating pad, and they're not just monkeys with bad hair days. Now you're a certified baboon mythbuster.